Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die. Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our Monday night game of Mutants and Masterminds, or in this case, the Cape City Chronicles, where a group of us play homeless heroes, I guess. Well, we haven't actually decided whether or not we're heroes yet. We're just more homeless and on the run. Before I hand this off to Gerald to jump into tonight's episode, I will give a shout out for Roll20. It's the city we have here in the middle of the map with a little miniature sitting floating in the sky. That is brought to you through Roll20. It gives us the way of setting up battle maps, artwork, and situational awareness for whenever we have combat situations. Also, we like to give a shout out to Hero Forge. It allows you to create custom miniatures from the 23 millimeter all the way up to 6 inches. You can have them made customly, painted, and sent to your home, or you can get or you can get the program and print them out on your own 3D printer. But if you're a subscriber, you can turn around and make a digital version of your token and use it in your digital games, such as Roll20, Foundry, and Fantasy Grounds, right?
Yes.
All right, and if you're watching us right now as well on Twitch, we have a few things to take in consideration. Currently, right now, we have down in the chat area the little chaos bubble. You can collect points as long as you watch our program, but as of right now, Mutants and Masterminds nor our Torganized Play has anything you can spend those points on. Strictly for our D&D games at this point in time. But once we've decided, or if we've decided, to use any of those points for our games, our other games, you will be the first to know. But the most important thing we have on Twitch is if you look below our screen here, you'll notice a bio. It kind of gives you an idea of what we are, or a little bit about us. On that bio, you'll see a link, that link to Extra Life. You click on that, it'll take you to the Extra Life campaign that way you can give to the Children's Miracle Network as well as the Children's Hospitals at any point in time throughout the year when you can and when you'd like to. Also, we have a website that has a link to our shop. You can go in there and get paraphernalia with symbols and sayings and stuff on it from any of our programs that we may have out right now. We have some from our Vampire the Masquerade, symbols of like the one in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, and a few others. So go check it out. Let's see. I think that's it as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to ask Josh if he'd be so kind as to give our sponsors, and then we'll hand it off to Gerald after that.
Yes. My name is Josh, another member here in the Roll Hit Die crew, former member of the Dragons. So we actually have two different sponsors. The first one is going to be Humble Bundle. So when you go over to Humble Bundle, you do any kind of a checkout or anything like that, got a bunch of awesome, cool stuff. They've got a bundle right now that is for Roll20 specifically. You get all kinds of maps. You get a month of pro membership. You get all kinds of cool stuff. Over there, if you go to the checkout there and use promo code ROLLHITDIE, all one word, you'll get we get like a little bit of a kickback when you do that. Just let them know that you're at where you're, thinking about us. The other one is going to be Dubby Energy Drink. It is Jitterless Energy Drink. It's really good. I've tried most of the flavors. The Dragonade is really cool, really awesome. At checkout, you can use Roll Hit Die again, and it gives you a 10%. That one will give you a 10% discount, and we get a little bit of a kickback when it comes to that also. And it's a 10% discount on everything in their shop, their merchandise, all the different flavors they got. Really, really, really cool. Check it out. Right. Gerald, I guess it's over to you.
Well, all right, folks. So when last we saw our, we'll say protagonists, they had, they had ran around on the beach a little bit, tested out their powers, scared the hell out of a bunch of people. And did some exploration, found them a little home away from homeless, I guess. A place in Cape City's abandoned subway system. Nice little hidden hideaway where they can stay warm in the winter and cooler in the summer. Have a place to sleep where they don't have to worry about somebody taking all their stuff. Nice. But in the meantime, it's taken a little bit of time to get everything set up, to find all the stuff they need, to find the right spot to, get the water out of it because it was previously flooded. So it took a bit of time. So it's a little bit of a time jump. It's now a month later. That puts it into, I believe previously it was October, so that's going to put it into November. And in the meantime, I'm going to go around and ask everybody what they've been up to in the last month, getting settled in and sort of reacquainted with the city, with their newfound powers, and with their new living situation. So, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right.
I have been going to the beach as much as possible, swimming as much as possible, whether in my form or a different form. And I have become best friends with someone at Goodwill because I keep busting out of pants and shirts. So
Right.
I have been working the circuit to keep my clothes situation going.
Yeah.
The only thing that seems to stay around is my tidy whities for some reason.
Yeah, they're very, very flexible.
But yeah, that, and like I said, just going to the beach as much as possible.
So, are you mostly hitting up Bear Cove, or are you kind of spreading it around?
I'm spreading it around now.
Okay.
Something kicked in my head enough that I'm worried and looking around every time that I go to the beach, but I still go to the beach.
Right. Okay.
So
Who wants to go next?
that's what Sammy's been up to.
Who wants to go next?
I guess I can. So what's my character's name? Damn it.
Lucas.
Yep, Lucas has been doing a few different things. One is periodically making his way back towards the docks in which we hit shore from, trying to keep an eye on the island, see if there's any kind of activity coming from it, since he's pretty good at like standing real still and disappearing for some reason. A little bit of running around like the park at night. Well, do we have a like Central Park type area in the city?
There's not like a big huge central park. You are near a state park that has some fairly large green space. There's also a campground not far from you, but there's a few city parks. So depending on what kind of park you're looking for,
just open space that he can run around and not be, seen real easy.
Okay. Are you going to the same park, or are you spreading that around also?
Well, if I run into anybody or see anybody, yeah, I think with his paranoia at the moment, with what's going on, he probably would jump around. Also, making sure we have, I don't know, food or something nearby that we can get our hands on, so we're not going hungry.
Okay.
And probably catching food periodically when he's out and about, live catching game or something like that in these parks. There's probably brought home a few interesting steaks to cook on the makeshift grill we got, and helping whoever needs me to acquire stuff while we're out and about, like that funky looking laptop that it's held together with duct tape.
Mm-hmm. Somebody had to get the duct tape.
Yeah, something like that. Just scavenging things to help out with setting up our new home of operation.
Okay.
that's pretty much, I guess, pretty much it. Just
All right.
getting more familiar with my abilities.
I will go next.
All right.
So Kenny has big thing that he was exploring, really doing is he's exploring his powers and knowing what he can and can't do, things like that. That's one of the big things he's been doing. And he has actually he sees himself as the protector of the city. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
So he has been piecing together like a homeless superhero outfit,
Nice.
if that makes sense. So, built with like discarded trash, and he's been, sewing stuff together. He's been helping really develop the subway station, the base. So that's been like his big focus, is really like telling like Lucas, like, we need a computer, we need this. And then either helping him go and get it, or like giving him a shopping list or whatever, like, this is what we need here, kind of thing. But that's been his primary thing that he's been doing. He's really been seeing himself as like, I've been chosen.
Nice.
So yeah.
All
And
right.
Keeney has been doing grunt work as much as he can around the new base. He's really more considering that maybe we should just hide instead of making ourselves visible for whoever it was that first captured us. And unlike the others, he's kind of hesitant to go see everything he can do. So he is not running around trying to figure out all the stuff he can do.
So he's a homeless homebody.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So I'll run through a few of the things that excuse me. A few of the things that you've noticed, some stuff that may have come up that might affect what you plan to do. As far as food, there's a grocery store, like a smaller grocery store, kind of a corner market kind of thing, that throws out all their expired food. There's also a deli. Throws out all their expired food at the same time every day. And they're not one of those asshole stores that trashes everything before they throw it out. They put it out in the packages. So it is edible, and it's the same time every day. And they're not putting out security guards around their dumpster to keep people away from the food. So
Locking the dumpster up, stuff like that.
We probably found like an old refrigerator or something somebody threw out that Kenny was probably able to piece back together and get it running enough.
Sure, yeah. As I believe it was Lucas that was going to the docks, you notice that the boat that you brought in and sunk is gone. That did not actually stay at the docks very long. You're not sure who actually got that. You're not sure if someone from the island.
Okay, so I didn't see it actually disappear or be picked up. It was gone when I came one day.
One day you went and it wasn't there, and it was only 5 or so days after. So
yeah, it didn't take long.
The rumor mill is really going on about apparently there are alligators in the swamp or in the sewers. They've been seeing alligators in the water, so the officials aren't really taking anybody seriously because it's November in Delaware. There's no alligators. And they've never really had any credible stories about alligators in the sewers. So that's at this point the newest urban legend. Also, as Lucas has spent time around the parks, he's also heard stories from people who have become very, very concerned because there have been several occasions of a white van driving around. It'll stop. Few people get out. They'll grab somebody and they'll hold some kind of, like, I don't know, scanner, big fancy thermometer, something like that, up to them, and usually just let people go and walk away.
Okay, so it sounds like they're looking for us.
Sounds
Or at
like
least
they're
my
looking for
paranoia
something.
would say so.
Paranoia is powerful.
Yeah, I've been spending too much time with the tinfoil hat fella.
Yeah, which there is a lot of tinfoil on the inside of the subway station.
Oh, I'm sure that was like number one on the list. Get as much tinfoil as you can find.
It's the only way to make sure that they can't penetrate and scanner thoughts.
Yes.
Sure, I will take your word for it. You are the expert on that. I am not.
Oh, just as one other thing Keeney will be doing is, people like to leave furniture and stuff
Mhm.
out on curbs and stuff.
Yeah.
So at night he will be collecting that using one of his forms that's a little strong,
Okay.
the
So
lizard man form.
you're collecting a nice amount of mismatched furniture
Exactly.
and dog hair, because most discarded furniture has some dog hair on
And maybe some squirrels.
it, living in it. Yeah. Like those have come home with some of the furniture. You learn to like pick the cushions up and smack them together a few times before you'd bring anything home. We'll say it was all just squirrels.
Yeah.
All right. So anything else anybody's been up to after hearing what's been going on around town?
Yeah, I will definitely inform them of the van searching for something.
That seems to be a good place to just avoid.
Well, they're yeah, get back in the car. They're riding up and down there, and they're just snatching other homeless and just kind of scanning them. I'm assuming they're looking for us, but I can't be 100% positive because I don't know exactly what that thing is they're using.
So are they hurting people?
It seems that they're not getting the reading or whatever response on that machine that they were hoping for. So then they let them loose.
Oh, okay. So what do we need to do?
It's the tinfoil. Told you it's keeping them away.
Well, I'm just letting you know what we need to do is avoid any white vans, I guess.
Okay.
Just be aware of our surroundings when we're out and about.
Um,
My opinion.
do you want me to see if I can find the boat?
I wouldn't worry about that. I'm sure they took it and I don't know, did whatever they do with that shit.
Oh, okay. If you say, you want to watch football tonight? There's a game on tonight from what I see on SEC something. I don't know why we're seeing SEC games up here though.
Football.
Football, yeah. You don't like football? Football's fun.
I haven't watched a game of football in hell, I don't know how long it's been.
Well, we got some of that portable popcorn thingamajiggers, and we can make some popcorn and watch some football.
How did you get football on that screen?
He walks over, turns the TV upside down, and it's showing football. It's a, you can tell it's a rerun of like a 50-year-old game or something. And it's upside down, but it worked. Whatever he did worked.
Sure, I'll sit and watch the game with you.
I mean,
Who's your favorite player?
Dan Marino. I remember that name. Right? Dan. He played someplace.
Yes, he played someplace.
Did, yes.
And you see Sammy like do a yoga pose and then start standing on his head so he can watch the TV.
The more time I spend with these people, the less I understand what the hell's going on in their minds.
Yeah, that's about right.
Well, I mean, the only thing I hear is we're supposed to stay away from white vans. I mean, if they're not hurting anybody, do we need to make ourselves known?
Like I said, I've not seen them hurting anybody yet. And what we do from here, I think, is more of our choice. We have these abilities, I guess is what you'd call them. And I guess we just need to decide how we want to use them.
Beat up bad guys.
Yeah, but what would we consider bad guys?
The people that y'all said took us hostage.
Okay, that's one form. Is there any others we would care to keep? Because there's all sorts of bad things that happen in this city. We've all seen it.
You know, the people that keep throwing out people from homes, we can go and beat them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I don't think it's a good one. Because I think at some point in time they'll consider us the bad guys for doing that. You know how, well, maybe not, how corporations tend to work.
Well, I mean, we can prevent other. Excuse me. We can prevent other people like us from getting picked up by these vans.
I could chomp the van. Bite it.
Did you? I say chop the van. I got you.
With the big thing is are we
Yeah,
going to
it's a
try to
big mouth.
stop these people?
We don't know who they are. I mean, maybe one of your I'm sure somebody has information on
Information on who?
the white van people.
Oh, do we need to go get a van?
No, the people that kidnapped us.
They're the white van people.
Yes.
Yeah.
So sounds like we need to go get a white van.
I don't have contacts or anything, so I don't really have. Could I roll maybe Streetwise or Conspiracy to see if I know somebody that we could kind of talk to?
About what?
The white vans picking people up.
I would allow a Streetwise on that if anybody wants to roll Streetwise.
could have sworn I pulled up Timmy's sheet. Okay.
No, that's good.
Been a minute to come through. One drawback of playing from a hotel room.
Hmm.
The slow
A
internet.
little bit of internet lag.
Yep. Well, I mean, it completely kicked me out last night. A storm shut down their router.
Hmm.
Okay, well, it still hasn't come through. I'll hit it again. Wait, there
There
it
it
goes.
is. All right. So you all did pretty good. So no one really knows who's driving the vans. They do know that it hasn't been an uncommon thing to see vans like that, even before you guys
Got
came back.
snatched.
Yeah. But even while you all were gone, there were still vans kind of roaming around, and every once in a while somebody would go missing.
Here's a better question. Is there any particular area that these people are going missing in? Like, are they focused on like this shelter or this area, if that makes sense?
They tend to stay away from the actual shelters because it seems to be too much of a concentration of people. They don't typically come where there are a lot of people. They try to catch people who are out separate.
Gotcha.
But you also said they'd been hanging around the beach recently.
I said they were hanging around the parks.
Oh, the parks.
Yeah.
Testing people.
Yeah. Testing, scanning, whatever.
I can go walk around the park and be a homeless person.
Okay.
That way they can try to pick me up. Right?
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, but I think you need to have at least one person watching over you.
Well, you can turn into a bird.
Well, I mean, back up.
And he backs up.
No, you need backup. You need somebody there in case they, try to drug you again.
Yeah, I figured we'd all have to be a part of it. So, maybe if we're wanting to capture for questioning, is that what we're thinking?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Or
definitely.
food.
We're not going to eat them.
I mean, technically, we only need one of them, so.
Right. If we only need one of them, I can eat one of the others.
Is this a thing
don't
now that you feel
think
the
eating-
desire to eat a human flesh since what happened to us?
Nope. I haven't tried it
Did you-
yet.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Should I?
No.
I don't think that would be a good
But
idea.
but alligators eat human flesh, right?
I mean, is the
Alligators eat bad people. Yes.
is the deer and stuff I'm bringing down here not good enough?
Oh no, it's been really good. So's the rats.
I didn't bring any rats, but I'll take your word for it.
Oh no, I don't think the rats are going to come around very often. They were good though.
I can get behind that.
Really stringy at times, but some of them were really plump and juicy.
Yeah, it reminds me of a meat on a stick I had when I was overseas. But anyway, I'd prefer that over eating humans, but that's just me. So I'm not gonna dictate what you do. I was just curious if that was something that was new.
No. I just thought it sounded kind of intimidating.
Yeah, we'll use that then. As a form of intimidation. Maybe when we capture these guys,
Okay.
talk
So
or we'll
no,
feed you to.
This
so
thing.
no
Yeah.
eating good people, and unless they're bad to us.
Right.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
I wasn't going to say yes or no either way because it doesn't sound like a good answer.
I mean,
But
I-
so we're in a horde here. We're going to try to capture one of these white van folks.
yeah, let's do that. It
Was
sounds
there
like
like a-
fun.
Was there like a routine with what they did things?
We don't know.
No, I mean when I was watching it, did I notice a kind of routine?
You never saw any of them.
I just heard about it. Okay.
You
Is
just heard
there-
about it.
So okay. Can we figure out exactly what type of white van we're looking for? Or is it just like a white windowless van?
So what I'll do is I'll take the time to scout out the parks to see if I notice it myself. Cause a little reconnaissance.
As far as what you've heard from people, it is a white windowless van, but you've heard various reports on what brand,
Yeah.
what the make of the vehicle is.
Does it got a big sign in the window that says free candy?
No, but it does have weird license plates is all you really got. It's not a Delaware state plate. It's not a New Jersey state plate, because people around here know both of those pretty well.
Doesn't not like a government plate by any chance, is it?
Not that anyone knows, and like I said, you haven't seen them, so
Yeah, I haven't seen it myself, so I couldn't identify. All right.
I mean, I will go out with Lucas as he's watching, and I'm also just watching not just for vans. I'm
Okay.
just kind of watching people.
Okay. You're going out to a park.
Well, I'm going to the same place Lucas is because I don't think we should be out alone if there are people looking for potentially us.
All right. Let me see if I can get the player tag down here. Oh, here's a nice park. And let's see, Lucas and Keeney were going.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. Um, you go and you walk around, and there's your usual complement of people. There's people there with their kids running around the park on the playgrounds and everything, and then there's people just kind of sitting around enjoying the park. Me Let's see if I can find a good image. I did not grab one for you guys. But as you are walking around the park, you do see. Yeah, we'll throw one of these out there. You see someone walking towards you, and you don't recognize them, which is not unusual. Cape City is not a small town.
Sniff the
But-
air.
What specifically are you sniffing for?
Does this person look? Are they looking like they're homeless, or just walking towards us?
They don't necessarily look homeless. They are walking around with a duffel bag in the middle of the day, which is a little odd, but uh, they've got a hooded sweatshirt. It's up. They're wearing a ball cap under it, which is a little odd. Um,
I'm
uh,
trying to smell gun oil or like aftershave.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask is, do I smell something that would not be, like aftershave, cologne, conditioner?
um, yeah, you kind of smell all that.
Yeah.
Like
So-
this is a person who has regularly bathed with all the chemical stuff
Yeah. So
of a normal
the
household.
look and the smell don't really match.
Uh, like I said, he doesn't necessarily look homeless,
Mhm.
but he does not look well off either. So
Yeah.
he could probably
Uh,
afford soap.
Well, I am hiding in plain sight. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me a stealth roll for that.
okay.
Okay.
Oh well, yes.
I don't know how my. I guess I don't know exactly how my thing works. If I stand still or something like that, I pretty much blend in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that. That's one of my forms abilities, not this one.
I wonder. Don't remember how this does this. Right. Hopefully, y'all didn't see any of that.
Didn't see anything.
Uh, do-
As he gets closer to where I am, yeah, I am going to just look to see if he has any of those radio things that the guards at the island had.
okay.
The radio headsets.
Yeah, make me a perception check.
Okay.
Well, yeah, go ahead and make a perception check. Like I said, he's got a hood up, so
Yeah.
it's hard to see
It's hard.
if he does have anything in his ear. Lucas, what senses? Is it just visible invisibility? Is
All
it all
senses.
all senses?
I am
Okay.
concealed from all visual. Well, it says all visual senses.
Okay, so it's visual.
Blend into the background. Concealment only functions as long as you are not moving.
So
It's visual.
he walks to about here. Keeney, he's paying no attention to you at all.
Okay.
But he kind of stops and he's had his head down, kind of looking down. He picks his head up and kind of looks around, and then he does something weird. He kind of tilts his head back and sniffs really big.
Okay.
Good.
And then he drops his head back down, looks around a little bit, and then he turns and starts walking quickly away.
Okay.
Do you guys do anything?
Well,
Uh,
need to follow him.
yeah, I'm going to kind of go around this way, keeping an eye on him. Here, let me do it. Just kind of keeping him in line of sight. You know, even going off road if need be, to kind of keep him in sight.
Okay. Lucas, what about you?
I'm gonna pretty much do the same thing. Keep tracking him by scent and try to follow him as quietly as possible.
Oh, and that's true. I can also track by scent.
All right.
I can also sense danger.
You don't sense danger right now.
Okay.
He is moving. So and he is moving back sort of in the direction of the edge of the park.
Okay.
And there is a street that runs by the park.
Okay.
So you do see him pull out a cell phone. And he says, "Hey, can you pick me up? West entrance." And then he hangs up the phone.
Once I hear west entrance, I'm going to take a different route and get to west entrance first.
Okay.
And I'm just going to continue following him, just, you know, at a distance.
Okay. So he goes and like there's like the big metal arch that goes over the west entrance of the park, and there are gates because they can close the park up at night. They really don't, because they don't have a tall enough fence to really keep people out, so they kind of stop bothering. But they do have a gate. So he's standing by the gate, and there's a sidewalk that runs on the outside of the fence. And there's cars parked all along the street. But as you are standing there watching, you see a white van pull up. It stops in the street. He runs around, gets in the passenger side, and the van pulls away.
Trying to remember the license plate if I can see it.
Okay. Make me a perception check.
I'm doing the same thing.
Okay. Both of you make me perception check. Okay.
23.
All right. All right. It is a New York plate. But it's not a common New York plate. It's like it has a plate that's reserved for like farm vehicles.
Okay.
Odd.
All right.
When I get close to Lucas again, after this, you know, you probably could use a tracking device or something.
Sounds like an idea, but I don't have any idea how to do those.
Yeah, I mean, well, I was thinking Kenny might.
I mean,
He
we
seems
have.
to know about things like that.
Yeah, he's good that way. Let's go see what we can find out.
Oh Lord.
Well, you know, you're our super genius.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're the tech guy.
I guess.
So you head back to the I don't
The
know, what are we
base.
calling it? Base. Headed back to base.
Yeah.
So you head back to the base, and I assume you tell your compatriots
Yes,
what you saw?
everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
we keep no secrets now.
hmm
Did you not? Did you not stop him?
No,
We didn't know. Well, we didn't know who he was.
Sounds villainous to me.
Well, yeah.
Suspicious.
I think we're
You
still
know,
pretty much in the information gathering stage of this little operation. Yeah, we need more intel before we actually commit to a full out assault or whatever it is we're planning on doing.
and that means we probably need to be able to track them back to where they come from. And you know a lot about keeping tabs on things.
I have been known to rummage through some message boards online. Yes, yes.
But could you get something that could track one of these white vans? It had a weird license plate.
What kind of license plate?
Was that out of state New York kind of something you'd see on like a farm vehicle or something?
Okay. I am going to give you my hero point,
Okay.
and I want, based on what they gave me, the information they gave me,
Mhm.
is there any way that I can get a inspiration
Sure.
on where this could be, what it is, things like that?
They rolled well enough on their perception between them that they have the license plate number of this vehicle. If you can get somebody who has access to one of those databases,
With my inspiration, could I don't know a guy?
you've
could
been
help
on
us?
some message boards with some people that might be willing to help you.
Okay. I'll look to the group and I'm like, give me a minute. I may know a guy. Uh, Ruger Special 122. Yeah, that's him. Give me just a second. Yeah. And I'll go to the jalopy computer and I'll start looking for him.
All right. So give me a roll of your choice. What do you think would convince this person to help you with this? Well, you believe from what they've said that they have some connections to law enforcement. They've never said that they were law enforcement themselves, but they said they had connections to law enforcement, so they know all the real truth. kind of
Could
stuff.
I do conspiracy theories then? Would that help me?
I'll tell you what, I will let you roll a conspiracy theories check, and depending on how high you roll on that, that'll give you a bonus to a persuasion. Okay. So I'll give that a +3 on a persuasion check.
All right.
Oh,
So
nice.
it'll be a 28 altogether.
He's like, oh yeah, I can track that down. So
see, I know a guy. I'm pays to pay attention.
yes. So he comes back to you in about an hour. And he says, it's registered to a pharmaceutical company. It's probably got a farm tag because they're doing some kind of research with plants or whatever.
But I'm relaying this to everyone as you tell me.
They're growing stuff. They're probably putting it in the water or something.
Put it in the water. My God. It's how they drug mass populations. It's the only way.
Yeah, and they, it's all natural, so you can't track it with chemical tests.
Right.
They've genetically engineered the plants to grow so that they produce whatever stuff they're looking for.
Right. What is the name of the pharmaceutical company?
Emery Hadrick. I'll put it in the
Emery Hadrick, the one that our hunted thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot that I gave you the name. Yes. Yes, it is Emery Hadrick Laboratories or Emery Hadrick Pharmaceuticals.
Basically, I'll Google them and be like, are they located here in Cape City? Do they have a facility, anything like that?
They do not have an office building in Cape City. They have satellite offices. Well, they have their main office is in New York, Manhattan. Their main corporate office. They have all kinds of different facilities in different places. But everything you read about them on, online suggests that for the most part they're a fairly legit pharmaceutical company. They make, drugs for all kinds of different things. They are looking at ways to make like foods, plants that people have allergies to. They're looking to like make allergy free, like peanuts or whatever. That's one of their big pushes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Do they have any project they're currently working on, like some big development that they've teased to the shareholders or something?
Allergen removal, and then like basically they're sort of a second tier drug company. They make generic versions of a lot of, more high profile drugs. And then they are their agricultural branch is looking for the allergen removal, looking to isolate what causes the anaphylactic reactions and grow plants where those are removed. And make a technology check, someone.
I think that'd be Josh.
Probably.
Probably.
I mean,
I ain't got much. But
it's more than we got. More than I got.
Hey, that's
I am
pretty good.
on fire tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
One
got the tinfoil
of
hat wired just right.
Mhm. So one of the sort of deep dive things you find is an article that's several years old where one of the people who was working for them when this project, this allergy project was just starting, one of the people that was working on it did an interview, and they said that and I'm, look, I am not a scientist, or not this kind of scientist at least. So I'm gonna make up some comic book shit, and like however wrong
That
I am,
works. That works.
I don't really care. I don't need to
Yeah,
hear about
that's fine.
it. So
Techno babble away.
right. They said that allergies are a type of genetic mutation. That most allergies are a type of genetic mutation. And if we can track back to before these allergies became a thing, we can sort of reverse engineer uh, a vaccine for allergies. But they had kind of stepped away from that project and um, started to try to isolate what it is in the foods, the drugs, whatever that causes the allergic reaction, because there's just too many things, but the reaction is common. The anaphylactic reaction where your throat closes up and all that, that's common across a lot of things. They're trying specifically to isolate that reaction. What causes that? What in the food, what in the medicine, whatever causes that reaction, and remove that. But you did find that deep dive where they were talking about way back in history, we didn't have all these allergies. So to isolate a strain prior to the allergies presenting themselves, we could vaccinate people against allergies. But they kind of let that go, or at least publicly.
So pretty much we're a byproduct of something they were trying to do.
Potentially.
Great. They were trying to cure us of allergies and ended up giving us dinosaur abilities. Interesting.
Crocodile
Ever
abilities.
heard of a tyrannosaur dying from a peanut?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't around when the dinosaurs were here, so they might very well could have.
Or were we?
Well, okay.
We're the next step of evolution in the dinosaur lineage.
Huh?
Well, I mean, you know,
Sorry.
I can turn into a lizard,
I can headbutt
and
stuff.
I will turn back into my lizard man form. So there has to be something connected. But it unless we want to go pay a visit to this place, or we could find a nice tabloid newspaper to run a story, see what that does.
But are they going to believe a bunch of homeless people?
I mean, one of us could dress up a little bit better.
We're not homeless. We've got a place to stay now. How can we call ourselves homeless? We're not homeless anymore.
You are not wrong. You are not wrong.
So yes, technically he is correct. We do have a place to stay now. We actually have a roof over our head.
So we're no longer the superhero homeless squad. We're the home squad. Superheroes.
Yeah, let's that probably needs to be some more
The sewer troopers. Okay.
I say we storm the castle here. I say we go after these guys.
Touchdown!
Okay.
Woo!
That's
They got
up
a
in New
touchdown.
York.
We're going to New York?
Wait. So
No.
they don't have anything here, correct?
Yeah, they don't have any kind of offices here.
They
They
had
haven't-
something here.
There are
They-
no offices in their name here. I'll put it that
Yeah.
Right.
Do they have? There are no labs or nothing like that here.
way.
That's public. Anyway.
I will give you this. They give grants to or they fund research at universities, and one of those research grants is at Cape City University.
So we could kind of see what's going on there if we could find out who's doing work for this company.
Maybe.
We could also find out wherever they're doing stuff and go beat up the places. Wouldn't that stop them?
It would.
Well,
Yes.
yeah.
I mean, then I don't have to worry about whether I eat certain people or not.
I
They're
don't
all
know why
bad.
you're worried about eating.
even you know,
Because I have a crocodile stomach now.
Okay.
So, and crocodiles eat people.
it's not really their
Or-
food of choice. I think it's just meat.
Or hear me out. What
Okay.
if we
Wait a
set
minute,
somebody?
He reaches over and turns the TV off.
Okay. What if we use somebody as bait,
Oh, I can do it.
and then we follow the van?
Okay.
Lucas, you're quick.
Uh,
How fast are you?
I haven't clocked my speed, but I can checking my speed.
Somebody running down the street.
I can actually move faster than any of the vehicles I've seen on the street so far. The only time anybody goes faster than me is, out on the interstate itself. So I run about 60 miles an hour.
Okay, I can run about that fast too.
I can run faster or jump farther. Whichever. I mean,
Well,
or
okay,
I can be the person they pick up.
can you first, before we do this, could you figure out, why don't we go by the university and see if we can figure out who might be working on this stuff?
We also could do that. People have been known to go missing at colleges. We could do that.
Yeah. And I mean,
What does
how
everybody else
much
say?
money do we have left?
All right, how much money do we have left?
A narrative amount. I don't know. I think at one point you had about $250, but you've bought a few things. I want to say you got about $60 left.
Okay.
$60.
Scott, your character's name is Sunny.
Sammy.
Sammy. Sorry. Sammy. You have a thrift store you go to a lot, right? Sammy.
Mr. Scott.
I think Scott went off for a moment.
Sam
Um,
and just staring at the TV that he turned off a minute ago.
yeah. Well, I think Sammy knows a thrift store. If we can get like a college sweatshirt or something, I can go clean up and I can probably blend in on the campus.
Yeah, you'd probably pass as a college kid. I mean, you are about that age, right?
Yeah, and that way I can wander around and maybe see if I can find something.
That works. Let's do that.
All right.
I mean, it's a
Okay.
plan. Something.
So-
on.
Spend a little bit of money to get some better looking clothes and
So it is in
Yep.
November, right? So like maybe like a hoodie, pair of jeans, something like that.
yeah, and
Yeah.
one of the mission places probably has a place where people can clean up. So I'll do that. And
Well, we have a bath right there.
oh, we do. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's where some of the water's still standing from when it's flooded, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's fine. Uh, clean up a little bit. And then go to the university and I'm sure there are maps of the university and information.
Oh, I'm
Sure.
positive you can get. Yeah, you can go to like a. Yeah.
And so I'm going to start there. But I will ask Kenny before I start this. What should I be looking for? I mean, is this a chemistry thing?
That's a little bit
Uh,
outside my privy. But
It's they gave the grant to the biology department.
boom. There we
Okay.
go.
So I will start my investigation there. And, kind of like look at, if they have a bulletin board of the different faculty, look there. If they have information about the faculty, look there.
There's an information desk. I mean,
Okay. Okay. Um, so Kenny will go over there, and being very insecure is just, hi, uh, I heard that some of the biology professors worked um, on allergy research, genetic research with allergies. It's something that I'm hoping to study at some point, but I'm trying to find out who it is that is doing that.
and the person who is obviously a college student who is just on a work study, they're like, I can see if I can look something up.
Oh, that'd be great.
And so they type away on their little computer and they look a few places, and they said the botany lab 3,
Okay.
which is not in the biology building. It's actually one of the outbuildings on the edge of the campus. It's a big
Okay.
greenhouse.
I'm going to be like
So-
on the outskirts of the the grounds anyway. Kind of
just middle aged and not looking at all creepy on a college campus.
exactly. Yes.
So they show you a map, and they're like, if you've got your phone, I can just show you how to pull it up. So
I
you
left
just-
it. I left it back in the room.
Oh, yeah. Well, you'll probably go back and get it, but I'll show you on this map, and then you'll be able to find it on your phone.
Okay.
So they show you, and um, it's actually, there's a large open, like there there was a large ROTC presence on this campus for a while because there was a military base here, but it kind of shrunk down. But the parade grounds are still there. The marching band uses it for practice sometimes, and it's on the far side of that.
Okay.
There is like a back entrance to campus that goes like there's a few buildings out there. One of them's like a physical plant building where they store like lawnmowers and stuff.
Yeah.
And one of them, and then there's the botany lab, and then there's like the back edge of the campus uh is a quote unquote nature preserve. There was some
Okay.
kind of endowment, and they're not going to cut the trees there. All they do there is just basically like they keep it cleaned out, so like when branches fall and stuff like that, they kind of clean them up.
Okay.
And it's a place where like a lot of students go and just kind of walk around.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you. And I'll go off. And by the way, my hands have been in my hoodies, little pockets the whole
Kangaroo
time.
pocket. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll go out and tell everyone, Lucas, Sammy, and Kenny, about the location of Botany Lab 3 and its presence near the woods. And we can go investigate that building.
It's a place to start anyway.
Yeah. I'm going to keep track of my
Yes.
scent to see if I smell that other guy again. Or
It being a college campus, there are a variety of scents.
yeah, the patchouli and sandalwood are probably really
Very strong. But also
as
like
well
the
as a
Axe body
certain other
spray.
weed that smoke.
Yeah. Like cheap body spray and like far too much cologne, perfume, things like that.
I'm thinking more when I get over toward the nature preserve.
Okay.
Yes. Keep your nose peeled for the smell of that particular cologne mixed with gun oil.
Yeah.
Gun oil.
And I'm thinking going to the nature preserve is probably the easiest way to kind of scout out Botany Lab 3.
Are we with y'all or not? I can't remember.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
We're
You are.
everybody's with it. I'm going straight to the lab. Like I'm going straight in.
All right.
I'm being a little bit more stealthy.
Too.
I am collecting a greenhouse battle map.
Woohoo!
I did not plan for this.
Of course not.
So I thought we might be stopping a nice mugging or something.
Someone could get mugged out here. You don't know.
Yeah.
Let's mug them.
What are we? Muggers.
Muggers. You see that dragon over there?
Yeah.
Smug him.
I was just thinking about that one.
So you do well. I would ask. I was going to ask a dumb question. You obviously don't drive because you don't have a car.
Right.
But you walk across campus Um, paying attention for any odd scents or what the heck did that thing end up? Maybe I actually didn't download it. There it is. So, you walk across the campus. It's a fairly large campus. And you kind of run across all the expected um students.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, Stan, don't do drugs. Yeah. As we walk by,
Dogs are bad. Okay.
just look at me. Don't do drugs, kids.
That's what happens. This could be you.
I used to be straight laced like you, and then I did the drugs.
Then my mind was opened.
Then they got
Cocaine's
in.
cocaine's a hell of a drug, kids. I picture Kenny's done a lot of mushrooms and acid. So
Damn. Not that. They not way back in you.
All right. So hopefully you can see the greenhouse. You know it's greenhouse because it says greenhouse up at the top.
Yep.
You can drag yourselves on just any old where, depending on where you want to go. The door is over here. There are windows, and it's an old building. You can tell, but it's been well maintained. As you go to the door, it says restricted area, entrance by permission only. Contact Dr. Florentine. Let me write that down.
is there cameras?
Make me a perception check or a technology check.
I will make your perception check.
I am on fire tonight. Jesus.
All right. Um, you do see cameras on the corners of the building. That kind of angle toward the door.
Is there a buzzer or anything like that?
This one kind of angles this way. This one kind of angles this way.
Hood up, head down.
Sure.
Do I smell anything other than nature coming from that building?
You know that shitty mulch they put out like around like anywhere they do a lot of landscaping.
Yeah.
Whenever they change something, they put that mulch out and it smells awful. You
Yeah.
smell a lot of that, which is, well,
But I'm
um,
not picking up any like sterilized smell like a hospital room or anything like that, or a lab would have.
uh, no, you're not picking up anything like that. Um, well, what was your perception?
I didn't give you one. Maybe I should have.
Yeah, throw me one.
22.
Um,
Yeah,
22.
I'm the only one that done technology. Everybody else is doing perception.
Yeah. Does who all has analytical smell?
Be
Is that
me.
just Lucas?
I just have IQ.
Okay. Um,
Cute and analytical on me.
Yeah, I do not have analytics.
Yeah. uh, you don't smell anything in particular. Uh, there is a very there's a lot of that mulch and everything else smells fairly natural.
Okay.
You do pick up very, very slight hints of um like a little bit of cologne and soap and things like that. There's definitely been people here. Um, but
Is there a buzzer or anything like that?
yes, there is a buzzer.
I'm buzzing.
All right. So someone comes and they raise one of those little roll up shades on the window. Who are you? It's a middle-aged white guy. Uh, and it looks like he's wearing one of those like Tyvek suits, those lab suits.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, like an environmental suit almost.
Yeah, but
Gotcha.
it doesn't have a face mask.
Okay. What was the name of the doctor?
Florentine.
Florentine. My name's Kenny. I have a delivery over here. I'm what's Dr. Florentine sent me.
Do you have any kind of ID or like a
Dude,
invoice?
I'm just trying to get this delivered and get the hell out of here.
You can just
I'm already late for lunch. Just let me in, man. Come on.
you can just leave it outside.
This ain't working. Uh, can I try deception roll on him?
Sure. Yeah.
Cool. I'm rolling high tonight.
Yeah.
Woo!
Uh, he's like, all right, just whatever it is, just sit it inside. And he like you hear like three locks. And he opens the door. He says, seriously, just sit it down. Uh, you don't want to touch anything that's in here.
All right. Before I do stuff, what's everybody else doing?
I was just hiding in the trees here to keep an eye out.
Yeah, I was keeping an eye out. Just kind of looking like I'm just somebody wandering around.
I'm going over to the well and I'm going to start, searching it.
Yeah, it looks like a well on the map, but it's actually not. It
Oh.
seems to be like almost like a steam vent.
Okay. Can you?
It does stand up about 3 feet off the ground. And it has a the top of it is metal and the bottom of it is encased in some kind of insulating material.
Look down it.
It's got a metal cover over it.
See if I can lift it up.
Make me a strength check with your regular Sammy strength.
Okay.
Nope. You cannot move it, lift it. It is pretty well bolted on there.
That's what I'm doing as he's talking.
All right. What's everybody else doing?
His back is turned to us while he's watching the guy, watching Kenny go inside, right?
Well, he is inside. I'm gonna drop.
I'm getting ready to use the
some
ram
kind of
on him.
token.
Okay. Because
So
I was going to grab him by the neck and try to choke him out, but after you ram him, I'll try to do that.
all right, so I'm going to do the ram on him,
Yeah.
which
Let's
is
see if I can- Am I dropping tokens that other people can see? Because I'm trying to drag one out and it's not coming.
You
Not
might not
seeing-
be on the token layer.
I am. Switch through. Back to the token layer. Let me see if I can get one from somewhere else because those don't seem to be working. All right, this is not what the person actually looks like, but
I see them. But I'm going to use the ram, which is a 30-foot
charge through basically.
yeah. It's a where's it at? The ram. Strength based line area damage 5. It's a DC 25.
DC 25 toughness.
DC 25 toughness, yes. Straight at her. Like as soon as the door opens and she's standing there and she's like, all right, you set it right here. Or he, I'm just gonna go boom straight at him. Is it a he or she?
It's a he.
I see. I'm gonna go straight at him. I'm gonna be like, okay, and I just duck my head and go straight at him.
Okay, so you are 30 feet in, and he is bruised and dazed.
Okay.
Is there anybody notice any of the commotion from them?
Not that you notice.
Except for the security.
Oh
camera.
man, I was hoping that this was a minion. I guess not.
It's just a person.
I will go in and grab them and choke them out.
Okay. Go ahead and
Just
move your
because-
token and make me a grab. I'm gonna give you a penalty on that on account of all the missing fingers.
Okay.
But I will give you a hero point for that because that is one of your complications.
Okay. What is my penalty?
I'm gonna say it's a minus.
It didn't give me a
never mind.
chance. Oh well. Yeah, I think I crit. Yeah.
So you grab him. He's gonna try to escape.
Okay.
He's like, no, get off me.
Does this add my close combat skill to, or my close combat advantage to my
Uh,
fighting?
That's just for the attack. It does not affect the DC of the grab.
Okay. The grab DC then is
13. It says
13.
repeated. Yeah, he rolled 17.
Okay.
I might be about to get kicked off. Roll 20 said my connection is interrupted. So who
Same
knows?
here.
Okay, then maybe it's a roll 20 thing.
Okay, so he
let's hope.
escaped.
Yeah, but he's still on the ground.
Okay.
So what's everybody else doing?
Sure.
So I hear fighting, or at least some.
Some sort of scuffle.
Yeah, I change forms.
Oh, okay. And you have a big ass alligator token, right?
Well, you got to make it bigger. I can't.
Yeah. Okay. So does it take an action for you to transform?
Yes.
Okay. But you still have a move then.
Oh, if I have a move, then I move into there.
Are you literally running through the side of the building?
No, I can run around.
Okay.
I mean, if I can't, or I'll make it to there, then if I'll knock everything down if I try to get onto the other side of it or them.
Well, the door is people wide.
Okay.
So
instead of doing that, then I will
you
walk
can be
up
right
to
outside the door.
No, I will walk up to this, and as I'm going by, I hit the camera.
Okay. I'll just allow that. You destroyed a camera.
And that's it.
All right. So Lucas, what are you doing?
Like I said, there's no outward sign of anything going on out here, right? Nobody walking
Other
around doing
than a
something
giant
commotion.
alligator.
Well, I mean, other than that, I think for right now, since the big alligator's right there at the doorway, and you got two of them inside, I'm gonna stay out here hidden in case somebody shows up.
Okay.
Do we notice this guy?
Which guy?
Down here by the well.
Sammy?
Is that Sammy?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Sammy.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
Sammy.
Sammy's
Sammy,
good.
that's
I knew
normal
he was
Sammy.
normal.
Sammy.
Yeah, okay. His token was still on
Normal
the
Sammy.
screen, so I was like
Yeah.
seeing Sammy as an animal. Okay, my bad. Sorry.
Sammy is an animal. Urgh.
Yes, it was such a big scary.
What a rush. Oh, sorry.
Thank you. You got it.
Wait a minute. Really? Please tell me. Never mind.
Okay.
Wait, you guys DDP yoga fans?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll discuss that later. Off the air.
Okay.
So Lucas, are you doing anything? Or are you just hiding out?
I'm keeping watch.
Okay.
I'm backup if something, like I said, there's already three of them in there and there's only one person they're dealing with. I'd rather be out here in case, somebody hit a silent alarm or whatever.
All right. So the guy is laying on the ground and he's yelling. He's like, "There's no drugs in here. Look, all this stuff is very delicate. Please leave. I won't call the police. Just go."
In terms of what's happening, I'm shifting into my lizard man form.
Okay. At this point, let's have everybody roll initiative. Let me get an initiative tracker going. got Lucas on here twice already.
Probably from last time.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let me so the 31. No, I'll get rid of that one. Do I have any extra? Got an extra key. What did we get today? All right.
11 is what I have.
All right. So, Lucas, you're just gonna stay outside and
Unless I'm needed, yeah.
all right, Sammy.
Since he had so much fun doing it, he's going to go around to see if there's a camera in all 3 sections where they would be and bust them out.
All right, there is one up here on this corner.
Right. I saw that one, but I'm not sure if there's ones on the other side, so I'm going to go see if I can bust them out too.
You can definitely go bust this one this turn.
Okay.
You already got the one over here.
I'll bust that one and I'll move over here.
All right. Kenny.
As I'm going by, I look in. Does the person is looking at the who are they looking at?
Probably the person trying to choke them, the one that ran them over, and the person that's trying to choke them.
Okay,
Because they're still laying on the ground.
I won't bother with looking over them with the the big teeth. So
okay.
That's my action.
All right, Kenny.
What else is, now that I'm in this room, what is in this room?
It is rows and racks of plants being grown in like hydroponic racks that kind of go from floor to ceiling. There's grow lights on the lower down ones because they don't get as much light from outside. But it is a large scale grow operation for something. Make a do you have any specific immunities?
I do. Just a second. I have critical hits, disease, and poison.
Okay. All right. Yes, it's a bunch of plants.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I am going to move to where he's at.
Oh, make a perception check from where you were standing before.
Sorry, the dogs have zoomies. I don't know if you can hear them or not.
I don't hear them, but I appreciate it.
Boom, 23.
All right. In the back, there is like a table that has a table shelf that's kind of built into the wall. It's got a rack of like test tubes, and you can see that there is like a bunch of some kind of plant that's laying back there, and some of the test tubes are open.
Okay. I am going to move to him.
Okay.
Get down on his level.
Okay.
Grab him by the shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And say, "What are they growing here? What did they do to us?"
All right. Keeney.
As a lizard person, I am looking down at him and going, "It's not you. We're looking at what your boss did."
Okay. Whoever, both of you make an intimidate check.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll count the highest one, and if the other one is high enough, they'll get a bonus. Okay. Um,
If need be, I can re-roll that.
Yes, I do have luck too. So if
do
I will
you
spend,
feel
I
like
will,
you need
I
to
will.
reroll that?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a luck
All
and
right.
re-roll that. Yes,
Oh
ma'am.
yeah.
Okay, there we go. He's like, I don't know what you mean. What did Dr. Florentine do?
Who sold you the drugs? Tell me.
Illegal
don't-
genetic experimentation.
What?
Look at this boy. He's a lizard man. That's not normal.
Without consent.
I grow plants.
All
What
right,
plants are you
Teeny,
growing?
do you have any kind of specific immunities?
Immunities?
Yes.
Not that I know of. Let me get over to the lizard man sheet. I thought I just pulled it up. Not that I know of. Oh, there he is. No immunities.
Okay, make me a fortitude save.
Okay, fortitude. Oh, I will spend a hero point on that.
Okay.
And
That'd
I
be a
go to
20,
a 10 if I was below 10, so now
You
15.
add 10 if it was below 10.
Oh, I add 10 if it was below 10. So
That's a 20.
20.
Okay. You feel like a little tickle, like you're going to start sneezing, but then you don't.
Okay.
So the guy is laying there and he's going, I don't know what's going on. There's not even supposed to be any hallucinogens in here. Why am I seeing lizard people?
What's on the table over here? And I'll point to where I seen the vials and stuff over here. What is that?
He rattles off some scientific plant name.
Okay. Quit lying to me, and I'm gonna headbutt him.
And at that point, Keeney just gets up and leaves because I don't think they actually do know anything.
Fucking college intern. It's just
There's
trying-
probably a smell of urine also.
He's trying to get some extra credit. You guys are freaking him out.
If there's some other cameras, I bust them.
Yeah, all right. So he is at this point staggered.
I'm sorry.
Sammy is running around smashing cameras. As a giant alligator, because that's
As
the
giant
last
alligators are wont to do.
right. The last thing your security camera sees is a giant alligator coming at it.
At 250 miles per hour.
Okay, is it 250 miles an hour or is it 250 feet per round? Because 250 miles an hour seems excessive for an alligator.
Let me pull this back.
They're like
up.
dwarves. They're deadly at short distances.
Oh,
That's it. I'm gonna make a speedster that can run like 1,000 feet before he gets fatigued.
they have
Yeah,
high
that would be a
speed,
basset
but it's
hound.
fatiguing. So, Lucas, are you
250 miles, so 0.5 miles per hour per round.
Jesus. All right. So Lucas, uh,
Yeah.
are you going to participate in this at all?
No, I'm not going to participate in accosting some college kid who's just trying to earn extra credit. I'll let them go ahead and do what they're doing. I'm. You know what? I will say I think we've worn our welcome. There's nothing to find here. Maybe we should move on
Yeah,
and
that's why
let,
Keeney
let the poor
left.
let the poor kid, let the poor kid go.
Okay. Well, I'm taking his wallet.
Okay.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, he was mugged.
Now
No.
he's wearing one of those like Tyvek coveralls. So are you like tearing a hole in it?
All right, I'm gonna. Is he like knocked out? Is he like?
No, he's not unconscious, but he is staggered. He's not doing well.
Gotcha. Is there a desk with paperwork on it? Laptop of any kind?
There is a
Anything like that?
laptop. There is a laptop.
All right. So
Oh,
I'm
and it's
going.
better the computer at home.
Yeah, it's in much better condition than the one you have.
Upgrade.
I'm going to. Is there any way that I can do? It's a move called. Because is he technically helpless right now?
No, he is prone and he is staggered.
Gotcha. Okay. Hold on. I'm not trying to kill him. I want to make that clear. Not
Okay.
trying to kill him. But I do want to put him out. If I can.
Okay.
I want to try to knock him out.
Yeah.
That's what I want to
Yeah.
try to do.
The assumption is that damage is non-lethal unless you say otherwise, or unless it just can't be conceived of in any other way, like dropping a dude from half a mile up.
Can I do the finishing attack? Or
Is that something particular to you, or is that...
well, it's in the book. It's page 197. When you attack a defenseless target at close range, you can choose to make the attack a routine check. This generally means that attack hits automatically since the target has no defense bonus and the routine check overcomes the normal difficulty. If you choose to make the attack check normally, DC 10, then a successful hit is treated as a critical hit with a +5 circumstance bonus to the attack resistance DC. Additionally, if you hit with a damaging attack with intent to kill, the target's resistance check has 3 or more degrees of failure. The target dies immediately, which I'm not choosing to kill him.
Yeah, he is not defenseless. He is still active and he is actively defending himself. He's not very good at it because he works
Gotcha.
in a
Okay.
university botany lab, but he is not technically defenseless.
He just was here to earn extra credit. You guys just accosted him.
He's a middle-aged guy. He is not a student.
I'm headbutting
Oh.
him again.
Okay.
I don't know
He's
if
a lab tech.
Yeah. I don't know if a 12 will hit him or not, but
It will.
awesome. DC 25.
Let's see. That's another stagger, so he is out.
Awesome. Now that he's out, I'm gonna drag him like behind the door, like over here, out of the way. And where the computer is there like filing cabinet, files, stuff like that?
No. No, it
Is the
seems like everything would be on the computer.
cool.
They're back here on this table, which is also where the computer is. In addition to the bunch of plant material, trimmed plant materials. There's some test tubes and some sort of like vials of chemicals, and then there's the laptop.
Gotcha. Is there like a satchel or anything like that? This guy had like a messenger bag or something like that, and then changed into this outfit that he's in, something along those lines?
You do see like over by the door, there's like a couple more of those suits hanging there. So it looks like they just come in and put the suit on.
Gotcha. Basically, what I'm saying is, there any way that I need a sack of some kind that I can like put this stuff in?
You can make a sack out of one of those suits.
Sweet. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna very carefully, get all of that, get out all the, test tubes. I'm assuming the test tubes have some kind of strange liquid in them.
Yes. And some
Okay.
of them have like clippings of plants in them.
Gotcha.
And some of them, like the liquid has turned different colors.
Right. And I am grabbing all of that, making it into a like I'm getting the suit down, kind of tying the ends up, and then I'm going to put as much stuff as I can in and fold it up where it covers it all, and then tying the top up, and then I'm grabbing the laptop. I'm going to do one quick sweep before I leave just to make sure I'm not missing anything, and then I'm out the door.
All right. You have raided a greenhouse.
Yeah, government greenhouse, you mean?
Sure.
Incredibly rare.
Yeah,
I-
colleges are
I'm-
government agencies.
I'm gonna bust up the last camera I can see.
Yeah, 250-mile-an-hour alligator snapping down security cameras off the corners.
High-fiving security cameras.
When Kenny had wandered, when Kenny had wandered over here, he will come back now and see what's over here because he would have spotted it earlier.
Okay.
And you told Sammy what it was. So, looking up at Sammy, do you want to open this?
And the big head. You ever see an alligator smile? You just did.
Okay. I think you can probably do it in your form.
So, what do you need for this?
Strength check.
Okay. Why did they? So, for doing this, it's at +4 for lifting and stuff. It's at +14. Would that count?
Sure.
Okay, so whatever this roll is, +7. So a 30 strength.
30. Yeah, you I don't know, are you doing this with your mouth, with your
Oh yeah, no.
alligator?
Mouth.
Okay.
I'm tearing it open.
Yeah, so you just turn your head sideways and you grab that metal part at the top and you just twist it. And it just opens right up. And there is about a 3.5-foot diameter hole that just seems to go down into the ground.
Is there a ladder?
No.
Is it got water?
No, there is like hot air, steam coming out of it.
How far down before it turns or anything? I do have dark vision.
Probably about 15 feet. It goes down and it turns away from the greenhouse.
Are you in your lizard man form?
Yes.
Robert? I tell you what I see.
Okay. I also have dark vision. Do you want me to go down there a little ways?
I reach out my flipper.
Okay. I'm going to use the claws. Trying to think if there's any other form that would work better. Because I have claws on my feet and parts of my hand that still have fingers. I'm going to see if I can use those to get a grip on the stonework. Is it stone or metal?
Metal.
Metal. Hold on.
Well, Robert, as you're thinking about that, he reaches over with his clawed hands and picks you up and goes and tries to put you in the hole.
Okay.
Because it's like my arm fits all the way, just about all the way down the.
Okay. Sure, then I'll try it that way. Because I can
All right,
always use my raptor form to get back out.
Are you going head first or feet first or?
Feet first.
Okay. So you get down to where this pipe makes a kind of a 90-degree turn.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about a 3.5 foot diameter pipe.
So I would have to get down on all fours.
If there was a place big enough for you to do that, sure.
Okay. So I can't get through this pipe. Okay. That's the
Not-
main thing.
Not feet first. If you went head first, you could probably twist around and kind of crawl through. But your legs don't bend that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Then well in here, can I twist around so I can go in head first, or I come back out and I'll go in head first?
If you want to make an acrobatics check,
Okay.
if you get above I don't know, 20.
I got a 19.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay.
It sucks and it's weird and everything's hot. But you manage.
Okay. And so I'll then try to maneuver around and see if I can find anything else about this place. If it starts getting way too hot, I will start coming back out.
It is very, very warm in here. There is a lot of steam or hot air, at least, coming through this. Hot, very humid air coming through this. And once you get down underground where the ground really insulates it, it is very warm in here. The pipe itself is it's not burning, but it is noticeably hot.
Gotcha. Do I see, with dark vision, do I see anything ahead of me? Because I have extended by 100 infravision, well, low light vision. Infravision would be nothing here. Low light vision and direction sense.
Your infravision will tell you that it gets warmer the farther you go in.
Yeah.
You do see down quite a ways that there is like a set of like louver shutters that are currently open. It does widen up, and there's the louver shutters are sort of a square. It's about 5 by 5.
Okay, I'll try to make it there, and then I'll back out.
Okay.
I'm gonna look to see what's in there.
You get down there, and it is, again, the farther you go in, the warmer it gets. You go down there and you look through, and you really don't see anything other than, at this point, this large metal duct.
Okay.
And it goes a ways, and then it goes up.
Okay.
And You're not sure.
I'm gonna come back out because I can't find a way. It's going to get way too hot, so I'm coming back out.
Okay.
And when I get back out completely, I'll say I don't think there's any way I can find anything down
You were the one that looked at the campus map, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Make me an intellect check. Do you have eidetic memory or anything like that?
Oh no.
Okay.
I will probably be spending
Yeah, you can catch it. Yeah.
a hero point on this. Yes, I will be spending a hero point on this. And I'm rolling again. So a 12.
All right. You do remember seeing a power plant on the map.
Okay.
No.
And that was the direction.
It was generally that direction, yeah. So at this point, you figure this is probably a like a steam valve, like a pressure valve or something that runs off the steam power plant. And they might actually run it under the greenhouse to keep it warm in the winter.
Yeah, Sammy, I don't think this goes anywhere. I think it goes to the power plant. Over that way. And I will also tell Kenny and Luke this.
Okay.
Yeah, if there's anything here on campus, it's not at this spot. And I don't know where else to look. I mean, Kenny, did you notice any like secret elevators or anything in there?
Say it one more time.
Did you notice any secret elevators in that greenhouse?
I didn't see anything. Or did I see anything? I don't think I did. No, I did not see anything.
Okay. Then I don't know where to look on campus.
But you see, he's got a sack, but I got this. And I'll show you.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think we should probably leave.
Right. I'll open the kid's wallet up that I took.
Okay, so you did like somehow get through the Tyvek jumpsuit.
Yeah, or I'll unzip it or whatever works.
Okay. You unzip it and fully let it go all the way around him, like face to face, staring at him.
Yeah.
Don't wake up. Don't wake up.
Shh. Be quiet.
So you pull it out and you check his ID. His name is Jeff Kirby.
Jeff Kirby. Okay.
Mm-hmm. He has a driver's license, Delaware driver's license. He has a Cape City University ID.
Okay.
The ID does have one of those like mechanic or magnetic strips on the back, so you can swipe it, and you do notice that the door has one of those.
Gotcha. I'll keep
locks
that
on it.
Yes.
He's got $84.
Nice. Pocketing that.
He does have a credit card and a debit card.
Awesome. Taking both of them.
He's got one of those loyalty rewards cards from a sub shop.
Awesome. Definitely taking that.
He's got 8 punched out, and on the 10th one you get a free sandwich. So
sweet. We're almost there.
Yep. and that's about the haul you get.
Sweet, let's go. Is it like a Velcro like wallet or
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
I'm keeping everything.
Right.
Wallet and everything.
Wallet,
So,
ID, credit cards, the whole thing.
Robert, you hear me go.
Yeah.
I'll meet you back at base,
Okay.
and then I jump away.
Is everything okay?
It's about to not be.
Let's
Fly
go.
an alligator.
Cheese it! It's the cops. Let's get out of here. Come on.
Well, I don't have a change of clothes, and so I'm in tidy whities again.
We really
We
need to
got
work
those
on
nice
introducing
jumpsuits
you
in
to something
there.
called spandex.
Okay, I go from a medium person to a huge creature.
So we need to get you some like purple pants. Is what we need to get you.
Right. I need purple
Yes.
pants. Or some of those thing shorts.
Yeah, right. Or some yeah.
Because those actually change with them. Yeah.
That sounds like a 1-point feature.
I've got the point. Just don't have a reason to spend it yet.
You do now.
No. I don't. Until we come up with something that I would think I would be able to get it from. I just don't see where I could get it from.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm
But
trying
now-
to get away from these guys, so not to draw more attention than I already am going to. And I do have a 900-foot jump.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm-
I mean, that won't draw any attention.
I'm headed out
Oh.
whistling.
Like a dude in his underwear on a college campus will not draw as much attention as an alligator jumping 900 feet through the air. I will guarantee you that on every campus.
I don't know. The
I mean,
University of
I'm gonna say
Miami.
it's safe to assume that you've probably dealt with something like that before.
Who,
I mean-
me?
No.
All right. I worked on my PhD at Southern Illinois University in Carbondale. One of the going rumors around town is that was where they got the idea for Animal House. So
Nice.
and that was a
University of Georgia.
campus- That was a
University
campus
of Georgia.
rumor.
Yeah, University of Georgia is another campus that has that room because
Yeah.
it was a big party school.
So
Not that I ever partied, but
Sure.
it was there. It was available.
yeah. Okay. Well, I'm kind of at a loss. I don't know where else to go. I don't think the campus is the dead end, but we could try to track down this Dr. Florian.
Is his office hours or office location on the map?
Well, I didn't check that. The information person kept saying I should just check it out on my phone.
Mhm.
So I don't have a phone.
Does this guy
You
have
a
a phone
laptop
on
that
him?
seems to be yeah.
He has a phone. I'll hand it to him.
Well,
Here,
okay.
use his.
It was actually back on the table by the laptop.
Oh, I took everything on there.
He also had some earbuds.
After you hand me the phone, I'll hand it right back. I don't know what to do.
Okay, so I'll pull the phone up and I'm going to Google, but not Google, but well, yeah, I'll just Google where his office is.
Okay. He's in the biology building, second floor, room 226.
Do the thing that Manny does. We start writing.
You go to like the faculty listing, and it's got a picture of him, and it's got his office hours and all the classes that he teaches.
Riding cowboy.
Is he in office right now?
He is in class right now, but he's going to be
You
in
gotta
his
run down
office
the
right
hill with your
after
weapon
class.
put away.
So
And
about
when you
25 minutes.
Start sliding, you attack.
Okay. So I'm gonna look at Keeney. I'm gonna look at him and be
Okay.
like, listen, you're the normalest out of all of us right now. Okay. So go,
Okay.
I'll give you the details of where
Okay.
he's located, where his office is, stuff like that. Why don't you go check him out?
Okay.
It should, he's supposed to be in office in about 25 minutes. By the time you walk over there, he should be there or close to when he's supposed to be there.
Okay. I'll go talk to him.
Cool. All right.
So
Awesome.
who's got the phone?
Since he handed it right back to me, I guess I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, he is. He's limping. He's
Um,
fully there,
so
right?
Sammy,
Yes.
after the big leap, what are you doing? Are
I
you headed back to the base? Are you headed for the water?
think I'm gonna head for the water since I actually did work today.
I did some work today. I'm going to the beach.
So when I
Yes,
get to the
sir.
beach, I'll transform so not to scare people when I walk out on the beach.
Right.
And then, and yes, I do know it's November and don't really care.
Right.
So I'm sitting out there.
Sammy, do you have any immunities to anything?
Don't think so.
Okay. You might want to pick up an immunity to environmental cold if you're going to keep swimming in November.
Okay.
Just to just keep you from getting sick. Jumping off.
I
in
just
cold
kind of
water.
thought that kind of came with it since it's a big aquatic creature that swims in depths.
Well, I mean, technically it's cold-blooded, so it would probably die if it went in like super cold places.
Gotcha.
But you're not, when you transform, you're not that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You're just a guy. So you might want to grab a little immunity to cold.
Yeah. Scott, my aquatic form has immunity to cold and pressure.
Yeah, that's a deep diver.
Gotcha.
Mm.
So Sammy's headed to the beach. Keeney is headed to a professor's office.
I'm headed back to the base.
Lucas, what are you planning?
I don't want to leave Kenny here by himself.
Thank
So
you.
I will stay on the campus and I will shadow him as best I can to make sure I'm within range in case anything, goes south.
Okay. So Kenny's headed back to the base. Keeney and Lucas are staying on campus. Lucas, you're not going to the professor's office with him, right?
No, I'm gonna be. I'll stop outside somewhere, and
Okay.
try to. What the hell? And out of the voice, my throat's starting to hurt, and just try to stay somewhat inconspicuous.
So you go and find kind of a public seating area somewhere and just kind of make yourself unobtrusive there.
Yeah. I'm assuming with the Goodwill situation, I probably got a better looking jacket on than what I have been wearing, and try to, since I know it's coming to campus, I did try to blend in somewhat.
Yeah.
So I don't look like some homeless bum sitting on the park bench just waiting to take a nap. But yeah, I'll sit somewhere and just wait. Keep my ears open.
Okay.
And of course, my other senses open and keen for anything.
So
And
Keeney,
I'll be keeping my sense of smell up. So
okay. Um, as you get close to the office door, that smell of cologne that you smelled out by the greenhouse,
mhm.
you start to pick that up again.
Okay. Same as the guy from the park, or
No, from the greenhouse.
okay.
It's
uh,
not the same kind of cologne. It's not the same
Okay.
brand of cologne.
Okay. I'm going to go over there,
Okay.
and hands still in my pockets for right now. So
So his office door is standing open. He's sitting at a desk. Uh, can I help you?
yes. Dr. Florentine.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you about your research with Emery. Is it Hutchinson?
Hedrick.
Hadrick. Emery Hadrick.
We get a grant from them. We share our findings with them.
What is your grant on?
It's about allergens. It's about varying degrees of allergens and how some people are susceptible to certain things, and some people are not.
Okay.
Oh, it does.
Okay.
And
Oh, you have to do a mailing attack now.
Yes.
So you're
For mouse and keyboard.
not you don't work with their facility on the island.
no, we're they just give us they throw us some money. I applied for a grant.
Mhm.
They gave me the grant. What they're trying to do is they're trying to isolate what it is that causes people to have allergic reactions, and what our part is we're actually trying to produce uh, plants that are contact allergens. Um, the kind of stuff that if you like poison ivy, poison oak, things like that, but other kinds of stuff from around the world. We are essentially we have an entire greenhouse on the back end of campus, and we are just growing like all kinds of things that are like highly like contact allergens, but not like it's not inhaled allergens or anything like that, but contact allergens.
Okay.
And we are
And
testing the
do you know?
levels.
Oh, go on.
We're testing the levels because they have like a certain threshold that they want.
Uh-huh.
So when we get some that are suitably, I don't know what the term is, allergic. I don't.
Yeah.
He does. And he would use the very sciencey term. When we get some that are suitably allergens, we essentially bag it up. Someone comes and picks it up, and we start growing something else in that spot. Hopefully, more obtrusive than the last one.
So is there another facility for them here in Cape City?
I don't think they have any facilities in the city. I mean, they have stuff up and down the coast.
Okay.
They have a facility, they have a laboratory in New Jersey, which is, just across and a little north. Um, but as far as in Cape City or in the surrounding areas, I don't think they have anything over here.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time, Doc.
Oh, no problem. You have a great day.
Okay. Thank you. And I will get up and leave.
All right.
And when I find Lucas, I'm going to say, I don't think he knows anything.
I was gonna say, did you find anything important or interesting?
No. I mean, he's working on this whole allergen thing that Kenny talked about. They're just growing plants that are like really potent forms of poison ivy.
So, the fellow you guys accosted had nothing to do with the people that
Well,
did this to us.
exactly.
Hmm. Poor guy.
Yeah. He got knocked out. He got beat half to death and got mugged.
All right, so I guess we need to figure out what to do next. Did you say you had somebody that could be able to trace the license plate that we found? The actual see where it was registered? I mean,
I don't.
guess we did.
Did
you
we?
already did.
Yeah, I'm saying we already did. We figured it was a company.
Right.
Guess I was wondering if it was an actual, but never mind. Continue. Been a long day.
I'm
right.
headed back to the base. Like I've beelined it.
Okay. So Keeney and Lucas, are you headed back to base after you?
I mean, there's nothing else we can do right now, so that'd probably be the best thing to do.
Yeah, take a nice circuitous route. And I mean, truthfully, I'm going to walk through areas where these people might go to pick up homeless people.
Mhm.
So it's going around old haunts.
So make just roll me a d20.
A nice, 13.
Okay.
No, nothing
Lucky 13.
sinister about that number.
As you are walking, there's this area in Dockside. It's down by the fish market. And there's a bunch of like seafood restaurants there.
Okay.
And like after lunch, like anything that they've made up that they don't want to hold over until dinner, there's kind of like a free for all buffet.
Yeah.
And they close the restaurant. And like they're, it's a known thing among the homeless community, the dockside community. There are people that work dockside that shift their lunch so they can just come and eat there, so they don't have to
Gotcha.
pay. It's a known thing, and some days there's a bunch of people there, some days there's only a few. But it's about that time. It's about 2:30. They close down. Clean up, bring in that day's catch. The early catch.
Yeah.
and they start getting ready for dinner.
Gotcha.
So you head over there because that's a spot. That's a known place. It's a gathering place. And as you are walking up, and I assume Lucas is with you.
Yeah, following suit.
Hmm.
You guys both see a white van like parked across the end of the alley
Okay.
that goes behind the I don't know, somebody come up with a good name for a seafood restaurant.
Donatello's.
Donatello's Seafood Shack.
Cape City Shrimp
Writing
Shack.
that down. All right, so Donatello's Seafood Shack. There is a white van that is parked across the end of the alley. Make me a perception check.
Okay, and I'm also hiding in plain sight.
Okay, make me a stealth
Ooh.
check as well.
Oh wait, it's the same roll, but I had the non-Kenny or Keeney up.
That's not very good on my end.
Okay, stealth I am hit, but yeah, my perception not so good.
Neither of you
I-
can get a real good look at the license plate.
Okay.
So you don't know if this is the one you saw earlier. It seems it's the same kind of van, but you're not sure if it's the same one.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go around it because if nothing else, this could be lunch. So, but
All
if
right.
the van is open at any point, I will look in.
You walk around it and you see it's got one of those like magnetic signs stuck to the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it says Lupone's Floral Delivery.
Okay.
Make me a. We probably ought to come up with a expertise Cape City skill or something like that.
Would streetwise for now work?
Yeah, we'll call it streetwise, but we will come up with something, and I will give you guys some ranks specifically in that for having lived here for a while.
Okay.
We'll talk about
Nope.
that between.
Did mine come through?
It's still
Oh,
rolling.
I'm still on the lizard man. It's the same score.
Okay. You've never heard of a Lupone's Floral Delivery, but you don't order a lot of flowers, so who knows?
Right.
Is there anything? I mean, is there anybody in the van itself?
There's someone sitting in the driver's seat.
Is my dangerous sense going off at all?
When you saw the van, it kind of hit a little bit, but you don't know if it's actual danger or paranoia because you are looking for a white van because you think the white van is stealing people. Now, does it trigger like someone is like after you right now? No. But you do have that tinge of paranoia because this is literally what you were out looking for.
Yeah. Okay.
How about any of the the other smell, the guns, like anything that's not floral related?
Did you roll a perception?
Don't think.
Yeah,
Oh, I mean, yeah, I did. I rolled the 12 earlier, so it's probably not going to give me what I was.
I mean, you are behind a seafood restaurant. There's there's a lot of overwhelming smell of seafood. And this is the alley where they, where they dump food. So it's seafood in various states of decomposition.
Yeah, and we don't collect that because it can make you sick if you don't get it right.
But I will go and get lunch.
They basically, there's a table they put out, and they just like bring the aluminum pans out. They'll just
Yeah.
bring that and set it out, and they got some like paper plates and stuff like that.
Perfect.
Or yeah, they've got, well, they have those like biodegradable paper like to go things.
Hmm.
Not like plates, but those.
Yeah.
They don't provide silverware, but that's maybe not such a big deal.
Yeah, for me, not a big deal.
I'll say, what's silverware? I haven't used silverware in a long time.
I just want to sit or get in a place where I can watch the van while I eat.
Well, it's it's just the alley. It's standing room. So there,
Yeah.
and there's like 3 other people there. You recognize one person that you've met them before. You've talked to them before. You're not close,
Yeah,
but
not.
you know them to talk to them.
I'm just basically I'm trying to make sure I keep an eye on the van. But
yeah. So someone, 2 people walk out of the back of the restaurant. And the one that walked out first kind of turns around, shakes the other guy's hand. The other guy nods to him, and he says, "See you next week."
Okay.
And he walks to the van. Now, as he's walking, he turns around and looks at everybody, like not a casual look.
Hmm.
And then he goes and gets in the van.
Okay.
So just to see if he's being seen or he's paying attention to him, something like that.
Make an insight check.
Inside.
Yeah, halfway decent.
No, you did a good job.
Yeah, Lucas, he seems to be like specifically paying attention to who is there.
Yeah, clocking faces.
Yeah, there's a good chance that, he'll remember the people he saw here. And you think that there is every intention for that. Like he is trying to remember the people that are here.
Hmm.
But he walks and he gets into the passenger seat of the truck or the van, and they drive away.
Okay. Um. Okay. Then we'll head back to the base.
Okay.
Should we take a break?
I mean, it is almost 10 o'clock, so it's up to you guys.
Do we want to? Well, I'll ask this: do we want to take a quick break and come back, and probably not go very much longer, or do we want to just push a few more minutes and probably wrap it up?
That'd be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with wrapping it up.
Okay. So everybody gets back to the base eventually. You share all the information. Sammy and Kenny, please make me a streetwise check to see if you've heard of this floral delivery. Yet. Okay. Yeah, Kenny, you've definitely heard of them. There is a basically it's a floral warehouse, um, or a floral distribution, and it is Lupone's.
Awesome.
That
Okay.
is a legitimate thing. Now, you have seen their delivery vans before, and they're always first of all, they're not like the standard cargo vans. They're the little small like Ford Transit kind of things.
Right.
And they're always like they have those like vinyl wraps with like flowers and shit all over them.
Right.
They do not drive plain vans. And all their vans have very, very prominently in that vinyl wrap Loop Homes floral delivery right on there. It's not a magnetic sign. So
Right. It's a painted sign basically on the side of the
yeah,
thing.
it's definitely like this feels weird. Like this doesn't track. Is it maybe an extra one? Did they maybe pick somebody up as like a contractor? Sure, maybe. But why would a contractor that they just picked up for overflow work that wasn't even driving an official truck tell somebody they'd see him next week?
Very,
seems
very
odd.
unusual.
That seems very odd. Okay. Is there anything else about what went on today that anybody wants to ask any further questions about?
What was the research? Like what was it called again?
Allergy research.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what they were doing? Allergy
Essentially,
research?
they're creating super allergic stuff. And the saving throws I had you guys make were there's a reason this guy was wearing the Tyvek
Tyvek.
suit.
Gotcha.
So like he was keeping that stuff off of his skin, but you were grappling him and touching him.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And so getting exposed to the plant matter and the poison. So
Yeah. It was, it was contact, but
right.
yeah, you're immune, so it didn't bother you.
Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to like make a little area for all this new stuff we found.
Now,
I don't know it, so I'm going to sort it by color and like so.
Have you already bought anything with the guy's credit cards?
Do we need anything? Because we need to use this pretty quick.
Is there
Well,
any equipment that you guys want? Do you want cell phones? Do you want like
Some burner
walkie-talkie
phones might be
communication?
Good. Oh yeah, I'll buy like a dozen burner phones
Okay.
that we can just give out to like, hey, you're going somewhere, take this.
And we were, contemplating tracking devices and stuff.
Right.
Awesome. I could buy GPS. I can easily buy a GPS like I could go to like a Best Buy or something like that and buy like a GPS thing, couldn't I?
Yeah, essentially it's like you're buying a tile that you stick on somebody else's stuff and you just have the tile tracker app
Basically,
on your
yeah.
burner phone.
Yeah, what are those called that Apple has?
RFIDs.
What are the Apple ones called?
Apple Tag.
Tags.
AirTags.
AirTags.
Yeah, AirTags. Yeah. I just buy. They're like $25 a piece. I just buy like 10 or 15 of them. I'm gonna empty this card, is what I'm saying.
Right.
I'll buy food. I'll buy clothes, shoes, socks, coats. Like I'll buy all kinds of stuff.
So you go on a shopping spree.
Yeah.
So about 4 o'clock, everything gets shut off. Like the credit card, the debit card doesn't work anymore. Apparently, he woke up and called somebody.
Right. I get it.
So any of the stuff that you want, as far as like equipment stuff, like the tracers, cell phones, anything like that, you can pick up as equipment.
Pick them up as a free item, or do we got to spend XP on them?
You know what? I am going to give everybody one PowerPoint specifically to buy equipment.
Sweet, that's fine.
So get a cell phone, get a tracker, get some flashlight, shit like that. One point that is just specifically for equipment. And then you will get another PowerPoint that you can spend on anything. If you want more equipment, that's fine. There's a totally reasonable way for you to have that. Make sure you spend, well, you've already got the computer. You've got a computer in your base. If you're going to take this laptop and like travel around with it, you can pay for, a computer as equipment. And this is one that, you could take to the coffee shop and use their Wi-Fi or whatever. And not have to just sit home and use a computer there.
Right. What I was going to do is, our main thing I was going to do is I was going to go through it just to make sure there's nothing of any value on this laptop.
You gotta go in the.
Make a technology check to see if you can get into the secure files.
Hacking into the mainframe.
Yeah.
Come on, you've not failed me any tonight. Come on. A 20.
Yeah, that's still pretty good. You managed to find there's a program specifically that he was using to record all this data. And it's, there is this long, very scientific, name of a plant. And then it's got some initials, and then there's some numbers. I know. You can't make heads or tails of it because you don't work with this kind of stuff. Maybe you could find someone that does. If we're gonna keep doing the I know a guy thing, probably pick up contacts.
Contacts are connected or something.
Yeah. Contacts is I know a guy. Connected is I know something about that guy. Or maybe it's well informed.
Also, with some of the
Yeah,
stuff.
contacts and connected are real close together.
Yeah.
Maybe some of the stuff we purchased with the guy's car before it goes off is stretchy material, another material to make some sort of, as he put it, costumes.
Spandex stretchy pants.
And stretchy pants.
Hello?
Hello?
Excuse me, sorry.
Carlos was talking on the game he plays. Sorry.
But yeah, if there's any kind of,
Dude, he was trapped.
if there is equipment that is there, it's pretty much available. A place you can buy that probably, unless it's like something super weird. Like a flip phone is 1 point, smartphone is 2 points. The computer's 1 point.
So we're getting, just making sure I'm understanding, we're getting essentially 2 PowerPoints to spend specifically on equipment.
You're getting 1 PowerPoint that has to be spent specifically on equipment. You're getting one that's just regular. You can spend any kind of way you want.
Which is the XP for tonight.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If you want more equipment, that's absolutely fine. But if you want to pick up, I don't know, immunity to cold or, immunity to disease or poison or whatever, if you don't already have it, that's 100% reasonable. Because, it is progressive mutation.
Right.
Cool.
or you are still, maybe it's not new, but you're just figuring out that you have it, whatever. If it's like something super outside of the character concept that you've already built, maybe shoot me a message. But for the most part, anything's pretty much fair game.
Awesome. Awesome.
Anything else? Any other questions?
I might think of something later and I'll post it in Discord.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, has Discord been weird on anybody else's phone? Like, it's been wonky on my phone. I don't know if it's mine or if it's Discord itself.
I don't
If
normally
I'll
use
open it
them
up
all the
and
time.
look at one, look at like one
I gotta use the
server.
bathroom. I'll be right back.
If I switch to another one, like on my phone, it doesn't actually switch. It just sends me right back to the same one, even though I clicked on a different server.
Huh.
I
Can't
haven't
say
had
that I
that
have.
issue.
No? Okay.
You're
It's probably
just
just mine.
weird.
I'll probably, yeah. I'll probably delete it and reinstall it. All right, folks. If there's nothing else, I will see y'all next time. If you have any questions for me, just shoot me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
You know,
Okay.
good night.
All right. Well, before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back here to Wednesday night for some organized play. We are scheduled to come back next Monday to continue this. We are skipping this Sunday, right? Have you decided what other day you want to pick up on our Kingsman Stones? Josh is went to the bathroom. Never mind.
Yep.
But yes, check with us Wednesday for that. Again, here on Monday for continuation, and I should be back in town so that you'll be able to see our pretty faces, which I'm sure you guys aren't missing those. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we are in this adventure called Life Together, so please keep that golden rule in mind. Treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week. And we are still live because he's not there to shut it down. So,
Well, all right, folks. I'm going to take off.
yep. Y'all have a good night.
Talk
Robert,
to
I'll
y'all
see you
throughout the week.
Wednesday.
Yeah, I'll see you on Wednesday.
Dan, what were you talking about? A different night?
Our Sunday game,
Yeah.
because the next Sunday that we're scheduled to play is Christmas Eve. So
Gotcha.
they were discussing what other day to play it instead of on Christmas Eve. So,
Gotcha.
I don't think that's come a decision's been made yet.
Okay.
He did tell you that we leveled, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
Yeah. Did you have a date or a day that our Sunday game is going to take place in 2 weeks?
Because I know in 2 weeks is going to be Christmas. Let's see. So we had a game yesterday. And 2 weeks is the 24th. I've got this coming Sunday. I've got my local game. And I've got something on the 23rd. I've got my parents are doing a Christmas thing, so I'll be gone all day. And they live like 2 hours from me. So I start my new job on the 18th because I'll be working at the local jail as the central operator guy. So I'll be opening and closing doors, and I can't take my phone in to that. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'll have to sit and think about it. But I will definitely let you guys. I'll let you guys know the next day or two, though.
Okay. And we will pass that information on to you as our viewers, hopefully by Wednesday night, or stay posted and we'll share it with you somehow. Well, as far as that's concerned, we're going to go ahead and log out of our Zoom. The stream is still currently up. I will try to raid something that's going right now, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.